Well, hello everybody. 3 times. We haven't even broke noon here out east, and I'll tell you, Joe Biden just finishes his live address. Zero, I repeat, zero questions by the media. Massive, massive false claims by President Joe Biden. The NWO is clear. Hang on to your seat handles, folks. Gasoline diesel to break $2.50 a liter. Who are you enriching? Which oligarchs are we empowering now? Because I guarantee you all, it is not going to be you the people. You the people, UK, United States of America, Canada, ringleader Justin Trudeau. They've set the stage to rape, pillage, and plunder you, the people, in a war we have no business in, a war that the machine called America is supposed to translate into a Joe Biden win, a presidential win. He's going to recover Senate. He's going to recover House. So he thinks. It's over for Joe Biden. It's over. The people are not this dumb. Massive, massive for Canada. Massive housing foreclosures on the horizon. Many people can't afford to go to work anymore. You want to talk inflation. You want to talk about essential services being unaffordable to a mass amount of the population. This has nothing to do with Putin and absolutely everything to do with Joe Biden, Boris Johnson, and Justin Trudeau. Criminals. Criminals. Boris Johnson is not going to get reelected. Joe Biden is not going to get reelected. You gotta be some kind of extreme moron, lunatic to see Justin Trudeau reelected. But that's probably what's going to happen. Canadians love to be abused, love to be lied to. There are no media questions. There hasn't been any media answering or any questions by Joe Biden for weeks. Weeks. Complete censorship of independent media. None whatsoever. The claim that there's 2 million Ukrainian refugees, gross, gross lie. It's in the thousands. Ukraine shells, uses child, women, lays them down to force Russia to fire on them, shoots from schools, from hospitals, from apartment buildings. They shoot at Russians. This was avoidable. In fact, it was mandated in international resolution, binding, and Ukraine went. Why? Because you've hired an actor to run a country. An actor, sound familiar? A drama teacher, an actor, a staged event propagandist, Justin Trudeau. Canadians love it. Love it. Ex-Soviets love that. They fall for it. No one talks about how he came into power in Ukraine. What they did to get power. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay to storm a parliament, set it on fire, set it ablaze, shoot, kill, do whatever you got to do. The genocide's coming, but the real sick truth here is how many lunatics, Canada being the worst, are going to openly welcome this kind of abuse, economic abuse of the people. You fund wealthy oligarchs. Joe Biden says America's going to get stronger. Everyone's going to get stronger and Russia's going to get weaker. I don't think so. You got to be some moron to think that at $2.50 a liter gasoline in the country of Canada, third largest oil reserves in the world, is somehow fathomably normal. That it's okay to buy from whatever oligarch, absolute autocrat dictators, other than Russia, because apparently Russia's no good and we should cut off that vast supply of energy poverty. Because Zelensky didn't want to follow the Minsk agreements, mandated 3 weeks ago by the entire UNSC. Anyone who reads it will tell you, follow it, do it. The people don't want autocratic governments and fully centralized governments. They never had it before. They haven't wanted it in its entirety. You were mandated for 8 years. Russia finally said the buck stops here. Russia's not going down the toilet. The cost of the ruble means very little inside the Russian Federation. As they produce and are independent, they've been working at this for 8 years. This has nothing to do with what the USA says. It's the fact that global NWO, New World Order, can never be. If it was going to be, if Biden was really as bold as he claims to be, and it wasn't about greed, corruption, and criminality, he would have declared war against Russia. He would have declared war against Russia. Why doesn't he do it? Why decimate all the citizens of the supposed free world? Why are Joe Biden, Boris Johnson, and Justin Trudeau ringleader central? Everybody, where is your global climate action plan when it comes to abusing Europe? Sticking your nose in Europe. Oh, all bets are off. We're going to import mass amounts of oil. We're going to ramp up. We're going to destroy the people, because I promise you, 20% of Canadians, I'm not going to speak for America and UK. I already know economically what they're all going to go through. As I've stated before, Joe Biden bleeds out entirety of Democrats. He is a liar, a degenerate, a criminal, a violator of the U.S. Constitution 8 times, and he just lied on national TV to the whole world. No questions asked. It's already been myth-busted. The Ukrainian refugees. We're in big, big trouble. NWO has reared its ugly head. Those who work for a living, $2.50 a liter for gasoline. Who's getting rich off this? Follow the money. It isn't you, Joe Jane, Canadian. It isn't you, the first people. It's wealthy foreign oligarchs. Now, Alberta may feel that this is a great thing, except for the differential. And the fact that the pipeline to the United States was cancelled. We get the overwhelming discount applied. You just watch. It's all a con job. It's all absolutely a rape, pillage, and plunder of the people. You are going to move from your varying degrees of middle class to absolute poverty. Many, many Canadians are going to lose their house by the end of the year. Anyone who bought a house at these elevated housing bubble prices is finished. It's finished. If you haven't sold your home, you better get to it in the next 3 months, because the reality is, after that, all those massive mortgages, rising interest rates, energy of unbelievable and unimaginable portional costs. You best buy an electric car. Oh, but you're going to have to finance it. Oh, you can't. Interest rates are too high. Oh, it's all a lie. The truth is, you're going to have electric buses. You're going to be exactly what the former Soviet Union was here in Canada. You will not work outside of a 15-kilometer radius. You will live and you will give all your income to the government-run oligarchs. You will live and die by the government. They control every aspect of everything you do. We're done. We're done, at least here in Canada. America will reset itself. This wave of the Joe Biden is gone and done. You'd be a lunatic to go forward with anything to do with Joe Biden and his new world order. Some sick lunatic out there, Canadians, I have to say, in large majority, still falling for the absolute fraud, purposeful lies, and a disgusting reality. You're going to lose everything. You will own nothing and supposedly be happy. You will not be happy at breadlines. You will not be happy when you can't afford your children shoes. Family people, and then this guaranteed basic income. You know what? You want to talk Soviet Union and the takeover? That model came from the UK under Crown. People without shoes in the late 1800s. One chunk of coal you had to use sparingly in the overnight cold, even though it's cheap as hell. Didn't matter the pollution, all of it. People dump their shit out the window and their piss. The poorer you are, the lower level in the city you live. If you haven't seen Hong Kong coffin cities, you're going to see it right here in Toronto and Montreal. There's no amount of socialism to fix this, folks. Venezuela's coming. Venezuela's coming for all the people. You just watch. You're going to see world trillionaires form out here west. Individuals with $1 trillion. You just watch. An unbelievable, unmeasurable amount of wealth and power in private citizens' hands. Not seen in equivalency since the age of empires. And a mass amount of all those renting off those wealthy oligarchs' land. You've been conned, people. You've been played. And until we rewrite this country for the people, by the people, it's never going to end. It's going to end with your children in absolute poverty and crisis. Grandkids, great-grandkids, the future's over for Canada, as it is today. You cannot afford $2.50 gasoline. You can't finance for an electric car. You can't take your massive housing bubble crisis and finance for electric charging stations. For the vast majority of Canadians, there's no future for you, let alone your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. I don't care what level of second class or how much millions are going to dump into making sure their children are okay. The vast majority of Canadians are literally fucked. There is no rhyme or reason to this except for one thing. NWO. Boris Johnson will be tossed. Joe Biden will be tossed. Not fast enough, folks. Not nearly fast enough. And if you think Trump's a hero, I'm listening to him. Oh yeah, do that, do that, do that. It's sad, it's sick, it's depraved. Two criminal presidents in full power of executive power. A massive amendment to the American Constitution has to happen. I'd rather join that battle and go to the States, fight that battle with academia and push it out there than try to fix Canada's delusional system. I'm going to do both anyway. But the reality is, it's Canadians who are going to suffer largely more so than everybody else. But it's bad. It's bad for UK. It's bad for America. And it will cost those dictators. Justin Trudeau? I don't think so. Too many are on the tit, the socialist tit. They're more than happy with busing, basic income, all the rest of it, at the absolute destruction in any and all need or want to ever succeed in life. That is the disturbing future of Canada. That's your reality now. Sick, depraved, nothing we're hearing is remotely in the reality of truth. And there is no question period for Joe Biden. It hasn't been for many, many weeks. He is a dictator. He's the kind of American president the founding fathers tried to build a system in constitutionalism to keep going. Nobody in their wildest dreams 250 years ago could ever imagine a president getting elected who would embrace the crown, that which America threw out. Joe Biden should be hanging from the neck from a noose in the United States of America under treason. It's amazing that this is even possible today. But thank God and thank the founding fathers that this reset on the United States will happen. At midterms, he'll still go on for 2 more years in his lunatic narratives, and who knows what executive powers he can do, but the damage in House and Senate will come to bite him square in the ass come November, and by next year, February, Joe Biden will be rendered impotent. Again, Boris Johnson has lost all his intelligent minds. All his magnificent circle are gone. They fled. Because he's a nut job, an NWO lunatic. They're all playing around the royal family. All inspired to those with all the wealth, all the control, at the absolute expense to all of you at home. We're funding a war we have no business in. At an absolute increase in wealth, unimaginable wealth for many Western oligarchs and foreign oligarchs. Kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, disgusting, wrong, a gross violation of the United Nations in its entirety, the reason for World War II, why everybody gave their lives to fight to change that world and abolish that. And we're right back there. Russia's leading the charge. Where do you sit? I don't know, because I don't sit with $2.50 a liter gasoline. I don't sit with unmeasurable housing crisis. I don't sit with any of this orchestrated, committed by a wealthy elite from a far-off land. We were always only ever one generation from this reality, and it is disgusting to see Joe Biden, Boris Johnson, and absolutely Justin Trudeau, and all the Canadian politicians down with the crown. They always have been, and now they've got America on board. Gross violation of everything that everyone who gave their life for the Allies in World War II was all about. And here we are, over 70 plus years later, right back to square one. And it wasn't done in Europe. It wasn't done in Asia. It wasn't done in the Middle East. It wasn't done in South America. It was done right here in America. Unfucking believable. That's my video. Like it or not, that's the truth. And nothing but share, because it's the right thing to do, and it takes courage to share the truth. Bye now.